Hey guys, welcome back to Your Champion Body YouTube channel with me, Ron Williams. I'm going to talk to you today about rotating the shoulders while you're doing your back workout. Now this is something for you to be cognizant of, regardless if you're doing back or chest or whatever you're doing. The position of your body, what you're focusing on, the muscle groups that you're trying to actually develop, and the focal points. What is the focal point? What should I be thinking about? What area of my body should I be concentrating on when I'm doing this particular exercise? Now, when you rotate your shoulders, when you're doing your back exercise and you rotate them forward, you're moving away from the muscle group that you want to be working. I always say this, that all of the muscle groups are made in an arc formation. You see your chest, your shoulders, your biceps, forearms, your glutes, hamstrings, all the way down, your abdominals, arcs. So you want to stay within that arc formation. When you stay within that arc formation, not only are you developing that muscle, but you're protecting the joint also. There's why certain exercises I absolutely stay away from, because it moves away from that arc formation, and it could be damaging to the joint. You can build a muscle, build a muscle, build a muscle, but after that muscle has been built, did you concern yourself with that joint? Because if you didn't, in the process of building that muscle, for many people, somewhere along the line, they damage the joint so they can no longer work the muscle. Why? Because it is so painful when that joint gets damaged. And then you start doing things like wrapping the joint, putting icy hot on that joint, trying to loosen that joint up, but it's damaged. So you need to allow it to repair and stop doing what you're doing. So I'm going to go through a few exercises and show you what I mean by the rotation. Now, if I'm doing a back exercise, say like I'm doing a rowing movement. Let me show you what that looks like. So I'm doing this rowing movement, and I'm pulling back. The concentration is not how far I can get my elbows back, but the concentration is how far I can get my shoulders back. Because again, I'm working the rhomboid. So the rhomboid works in this movement, in this formation. So I'm going forward and I'm pulling all the way back to contract that muscle. It's not getting my elbow all the way back. The further I get my elbow back, the more my shoulder rotates forward. So I can go all the way back as far as it'll go, and if I force my elbow back further, watch my shoulder. That's what I want to stay away from. It's this movement that you want. Forward, and then back. I'm working that rhomboid. I should feel a contraction right there. Okay, here we go. Starting in this position. And the first movement, I'm pulling the shoulders, not my biceps. I'm pulling my shoulders back, and I'm not bending my arm first, but I'm pulling my shoulders back, and I let the arms follow. Ooh. Again, lift the chest towards the ceiling. I can go back further, but my elbows have to go forward and the shoulders rotate. So what I want you to see here, if you haven't been doing this right, is something that you have to practice, because if you've been doing it the other way, your body has adapted and it's adjusted to doing it with pulling your arms first and shoulders forward. So you have to retrain your muscles and your mind to do it different. The objective is to get those shoulders back. And instead of pulling straight back, it's elbows going a rounded motion. Remember, the muscle is built in an arc. So it's around and then all the way back. Right here. Just like that. Let me show you on the other hand with the lats. The lats is the same thing. So even though this is a straight bar, the lats actually work like this. So as you're pulling the bar down, you're not pulling to your chest with your shoulders going forward. You'll see people go in and working out in the gym, and they're doing this movement. And they'll put a lot of weight on there, but if they're doing it correctly, boom, they stop here. First movement is not here. The first movement is here. Engage those lats first. Then follow through. Ooh. All the way up. Ooh. Ha. All the way. And notice if my elbows go back, my shoulders go forward. So I'm going to force those elbows forward, shoulders back, chest up. The objective is not to get the bar to the chest. The objective is to work the lats. So in order to do that, I want to pull the bar towards the chest in a full range of motion. And the full range of motion is how far my body will allow that bar to come close to my chest. So I'm going down and I'm forcing, look at my elbows, making sure my elbows are not back, but forward, chest up towards the ceiling, right there, and getting a peak contraction. You know what kind of back this builds? I'm not just talking to you guys. I want you to take a look at this picture right here. Boom! That's me. That's the kind of back this builds. You want to see another picture? Boom! Look right there. See that? That's me. That's in competition shape. But this is what I focused on. And you can tell when you look at a person's back or you look at their physique, just how they train. You can tell just how they train. At least I can. When I look at a physique, I can tell what they're doing. I can tell how they squat. I can tell if they're doing close squats, if they're doing wide squats, if they're working their traps more than the other muscle groups because of rotating their elbows back. They're not really developing their back, but they've got these huge traps and their back doesn't quite meet the symmetry that their lats deserve. Here we go. I'm going to try one more time and I'm going to let you guys go. Here we go. So the objective is contract the lats first. Boom! Right there. Lift the chest to the bar. Ooh! Pull the bar down towards the chest. Don't let the elbows go back. Elbows forward, chest up, bar down, chest up. Ooh! Squeeze right there. You don't have to touch your chest. You've wasted that movement. Right there. So guys, listen. I want to tell you something here. Focus on the muscle groups that's being worked. At the very top of the repetition, contract that lat. Mind in the muscle. In that lat, contract it all the way down, and at the end, put that little extra squeeze, making sure the elbows are forward. That'll develop you some lats right there. So with that being said, give me a thumbs up. Looking forward to hearing from you. Talk to you soon. God bless you.